guard Paul George or
Roberson. Yourself with Melo. You can't have Draymond Green on them. You got to go score. You know, Paul George, Klay Thompson. You can't leave somebody else. You can't put Steph Curry on Paul George. So ultimately, it's gonna come down to Steph Curry. You're gonna have to go up against Russell Westbrook. Lord have mercy. I can't wait for this.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Steve. Russell Westbrook wants to absolutely annihilate the Golden State Warriors because think about it. They bullied him. They ganged up on him. Kevin Durant said, I don't want to play with you. I want to go play with the best shooter in the world. Debatably, at that time, the second best player on the planet. I want to go play with Steph. So now, Steph, KD, Klay, and Draymond in the regular season bullied him. So now Russell Westbrook got Melo and Paul George.
Because of Paul George. And because of that offensive personnel, if you go up against the Golden State Warriors, and now they have an offensive arsenal, OKC, it comes down to Westbrook. Who wants Golden State more than Westbrook? Yeah. Who is this person that wants to go to? LeBron has lost 2 of the last 3 finals to the Golden State Warriors, and I don't even think he wants Golden State as bad as Russell Westbrook. First of all the chirping about Steph Curry, who's the best shooter I've ever seen, and then Kevin Durant leaves and all that. Now, you got to remember, last year, you were able to gang up on Russell Westbrook. Now, because George and Melo are there, you got to man up on this brother. You can't gang up on him. You got to man up. Who is going to man up? You can't take.
But you know, how is Westbrook done under pressure late in games? He wants it too much.
You, but check this out. If you're Durant, you got.
That's literally exactly what I said. And you think about it now, Steph can't hide and guard Paul George or Roberson
with Melo. You can't have Draymond Green on them. You got to go score. You know, Paul George, Klay Thompson. You can't leave somebody else. You can't put Steph Curry on Paul George. So ultimately, it's gonna come down to Steph Curry. You're gonna have to go up against Russell Westbrook. Lord have mercy. I can't wait for this.
Stephen,
This is what I'm talking about.
Excited?
Oh, I am excited. I am excited. I'm excited.
You see how strong Draymond Green was holding back Russell Westbrook and that other bum that tried to disrespect Steph?
Russ, you've had multiple players come out. I'm sorry, I'm so nervous. Let me come back.
We've all been there, dudes. All right. Hey, Russ. You had a guy like Carmelo Anthony.
That you played together, especially like Carmelo, does that help at all in the transition? Just talk about some of the changes.
Definitely change. It definitely will help. I mean, obviously, when you have a team and playing Team USA, you have a lot of superstars and different guys, and so guys have to sacrifice and do different things, and that definitely helps. But you know, here we got to figure out the best way, you know, for everybody to play and for our team to play, and that part is easy, in my opinion. Just being able to go out and you have one goal, and that's win the championship, and guys would do what it needs to be done to win the championship.
Russell, how specifically will you enhance Carmelo on the court? What will you do to bring out the best in what he has to offer?
You know, as a point guard, and that's a part of my job is to be able to help other guys and make their job easy. And I will constantly continue to do that for him and for the rest of our guys as well, and making, you know, his job, the PG job, and everybody's transition very, very easy.
And the Hoodie Melo thing.
That's the GOAT right there.
You know, for me, it was just actually it started with a beanie. Like, I was just in the gym and I didn't have a haircut, and I'm just gonna go and throw a hat on. I wanted to sweat, and I just started working back out in the summer, and then from there went to a hoodie, and it got out, and the phenomenon started. But for me, it was just about showing a different focus that I have, a different motivation, and just kind of just locking in to what I have to do, and locking myself into the gym, and locking myself into focusing in on my body, and because I didn't know what was gonna happen, so. It was just so much going on that was surrounding me that I just wanted to find a way that I can just focus in, and that's when Hoodie Melo was created.
Look, now I'm going to talk about this more later on in the video, but Russell Westbrook.
How do you think that's going to work?
going to be so ridiculous.
You guys working
together. Let me shut up. Let me shut up.
It should work. This is not something that's new. You know, this is not something new where 3 guys have been paired up and they haven't found ways to win. You know, it's not going to be about who's getting shots. You know, all of us we talked about this. It's whoever has the flow, whoever has it going. And then it's you know, I've always played the game as, you know, you let the game dictate who shoots. And you know, those guys play the game the same way. So I'm not worried about shots, neither of those 2 guys. We want to win, and that's it.
Paul, what does this tell you about this new organization you come into, the Oklahoma City Thunder, their commitment to winning, adding pieces like you and Carmelo?
It means a lot. You know, it means a lot. When your front office is that active in this summer in free agency and acquiring not only players but acquiring superstar players, it says a lot about that front office. You know, it sure says a lot to Russ that, you know, they're committed to bringing and putting guys around him that's going to give him the best chance to win. That's what you want to see out of a front office.
Carmelo, how much did Russell and Paul play a part in that, just in terms of convincing you to be here and wanting to play with you?
You know, Russ don't really do the convincing. You know, he came to New York, you know, played pickup at my gym. I saw him in Paris at Fashion Week. You know, me and Russ became closer and closer over the years, and he was a big part. He was a big reason why I wanted to come here. You know, to see his loyalty to the city, to this organization. You know, what he was able to do, you know, on the court. I wanted to be a part of that. Adding PG was just another reason why I wanted to come here. You know, our relationship, our friendship,
shit is bothering my
our
left
respect
ear,
for
man.
one another as basketball players was a reason that I wanted to play alongside him and have an opportunity to compete for a championship and kind of just bring, you know, some more energy. Not like this city needs any more energy, but you know, it's a different energy, you know, a different focus, a different motivation that myself have, Paul has, and Russ has, being that we haven't won each other in our career, and we see that, and that's our ultimate goal.
Come on.
Without a doubt, without a doubt. It's the place I want to be. Or we're probably just going to end it there because Russell Westbrook already signed the extension. Now, like I was saying, the whole purpose of this is to show you guys that Russell freaking Westbrook, Carmelo freaking Anthony, and Paul freaking George going up against the Golden State Warriors is going to be better than Floyd versus Pacquiao. It's going to be better than the Cavs versus Warriors. This is going to be box office. We're talking freaking like a new Fast and Furious coming out, or like when Titanic came out. It's box office. Complete box office. It's going to be ridiculous because the storyline is there. KD versus Russ. But not just that. Who's the best point guard? Steph or Russ? It comes down to that also. But it's not just that. Melo versus KD. You know, it's going to be so ridiculous. So absolute ridiculous. It's going to be Russell Westbrook now has his team. KD has his team. I don't know who's going to win. But I know the Thunder are going to create matchup nightmares for the Warriors. Not specifically for Steph and Curry. Can you imagine if the Thunder go big, Russ at the point, PG at the 2, Melo at the 3, whoever they have at someone at the 4 spot, and then you have Steven Adams at the 5 spot? What the hell are they going to... Are they going to put Klay Thompson on Russ, which means Steph has to guard Paul George? Are you crazy? Steph is going to have to guard Russell Westbrook. And vice versa. Russ is going to have to guard Steph. It's going to be so freaking exciting. But it's not just that. Russell Westbrook, great player. Carmelo Anthony, great player. Melo is the clutchest player since 2003 statistically. Then you have Kevin Durant and Stephen Curry, who are also extremely clutch. So you have, I don't even want to mention Paul George's name in the clutch. No disrespect, he's a great player, but he's not clutch. 0 for 16 or something like that. Let's leave it at that. Steph and KD versus Melo in the clutch it's going to be so ridiculous. Melo's going to be draining shot after shot in crunch time. KD and Steph are going to be draining shot after shot in crunch time. Russell Westbrook's going to be putting up huge triple-doubles and shot after shot and dunk after dunk. Paul George is going to be throwing down dunks and shooting three. This is going to be the best thing to ever happen to basketball. And then people say, oh, this teaming up, this sucks. Does it suck now? You know? Russell Westbrook's going to go at Kevin Durant so hard. He's going to go at Stephen Curry so hard. He wants to destroy them so bad. It's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be so fun to watch. Then, man, Steve, who do I think's going to win? You already know who I want to win. And it's not that I'm a Thunder fan or I hate the Warriors. It's because I'm a Carmelo Anthony fan. I just want to see him win a ring. Spinny Man Steve, I'm out. Peace.